Hey guys, and welcome back to another leak for World of Warcraft. This is for basically, I'm guessing, 8.3. I should say, received that you want to shoot up some pictures of the final raid dungeon journal. Of course, none of that is present. So we have friend works at the localization from English to Brazilian Portuguese. They've received the 8.3 stuff, and she took some pictures of the final raid dungeon journal. Now remember, just like my last one, please just a whole bag of salt. Just take it. Just take it, because this is by far the most blatant. Just you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I enlarged so you guys can kind of read along, so pardon the crude going back. It's simply a picture, and I had to blow it up so that way you guys can read along at home or on your phones or whatever. So the raid, it's called the Ruined Cradle, and it's located in Silithus. It's a 10 raid boss, and the map shows the area of Silithus around Sargeras' sword. The first part of the raid happens in Silithus. Each faction begins at a different part of the map. Southwest for the Alliance, northeast for the Horde. The description says the Horde and Alliance started the final battle to end the conflict, and it started when Nathanos went to the wound to conclude Sylvanas' plan. So apparently there's 10 bosses: the Skyhorn Void Sorcerers, Teradus, the True Forge, Harun the Prismatic, Empress Vekuliash, Chains of Cthulhu, the Blight Caller's Folly, the Blight Caller's Folly, Sword's End, Mal'Ganis, Champion of Sargeras, and the Defeated. So, let's see how much. Okay, first is similar to Dazar Lores, Alliance, Dazar Lores. Alliance will fight Lassen Skyhorn and his tribe, while the Horde will fight against Magister Umbric and his Void stuff. Ethereals, Void Elves, etc. It looks like a massive Alliance versus Horde battle. I mean, some of the stuff seems like it would be logical. But you'll see once we start getting further and further that it's kind of... Yeah. Second boss is a pure Azerite elemental named Teradus, created to defend the wound from both Alliance and Horde forces. The arena is the first one underground The arena is the first one underground in a new map that follows the Sword of Sargeras downwards. Downwards to the core of the world. Third boss is a machine that creates Titan forged like the Forge of Wills, but looks Egyptian. The boss itself is True Queen Patau and her Titan forged Tolvir. So Tolvir popping up. I mean, Uldum, is like right there. So I could see Tolvir being involved since they're kind of like right there, and they kind of have a reason to be involved. I can only imagine, like, if there was a sword plunged into the earth and all that, every neighboring area would be affected in some kind of way. So, during the fight, she'll produce more and more Tolvir to fight. Reminded me of the Mogushan Vault boss. After this one, the maps become Encourage-like, with a lot of titanic tunnels that descend even more. Okay, so fourth boss is Harun, and the text says that he is the True Forged's mightiest product. He talks like Mother, Void Corruption detected, Alignment Nazoth, and wants to purge the Horde and Alliance forces who descend into the wound to find Nathanos. He starts to fight like that, but then starts to change into a flesh-based construct, saying stuff like Cthulhu's will is greater. Okay. So it sounds like he's like a Titan, not a Titan keeper, but if he's like Mother, he's incorruptible. 5th boss, Karaji Empress Vekuliash. Vekuliash. And her forces hoarded the bulk of the Azerite below the wound to resurrect Cthulhu. She fights with a team of 4 battle guards of Karaji, Sarmani, Almatora, Sethura, and Kiriana. 6th boss is Chains of Cthulhu. Not Cthulhu, but just the chains. So they're going to be like... So, boss, Chains of Cthulhu, but the main enemy of the fight is Cthulhu's body. These are Azerite... There are Azerite conduits and Azerite ducts. Quack quack. The Karaji are feeding his body with the collected Azerite. The ritual of resurrection is broken, but Cthulhu has one line: you will not stop him. 7th boss is Nathanos. Alright, so what are we going to do to old Nathanos? And he is paired with something called the Dark Focus. Apparently he would curse Azeroth's world soul, and with it, once it died from the wound, it would become undead, securing the world for the Forsaken in the long run. No idea if he is killed in the fight. He is fought in a room called the Spiraling Pain, which is a complex of tunnels that connects to the edge. From the edge to the center of basically where you can pretty much get right down and dirty with Azeroth herself, I'm sure. So, oh my god, she sleeps naked? The new map has a fight against a twisted rift, apparently forcefully opened by Mal'Ganis under Sargeras' command. Mal'Ganis is wielding his own Heart of Azeroth, Heart of Sargeras, and he is almost at the world's soul. The twisting rift summons demons, Felon Sargeras executioners, and the big boss itself, 2 named Sargeras, constellars called Anzaron and Zeragon. These freaking names. Demons just have interesting names. After this fight, the next area is called the Cradle, and the world soul of Azeroth occupies the southern half of the map. Just the southern half? Seems it would be a lot bigger than that. While the fighting arena occupies north. It looks like a bunch of roots. Mal'Ganis is the boss and uses Sargerite essences against us that are similar to what we got in 8.2. During the fight, his Heart of Sargeras is destroyed, and he uses Dreadlord skills after. So we break his Heart of Sargeras, and then not able to use the powers of essentially Sargeras against us. He's like, okay, Dreadlord skills, darkness, aha! Alright, so final. Wait, what's that say? My friend didn't show anything else. This was all. Okay. The final. The final is called The Defeated. But the journal shows 2 mobs, the Defeated and an avatar of Azeroth. Apparently Sargeras has been corrupting the planet through his blade, and has managed to manifest a final avatar, the Defeated. When he gets into Phase 3, his name changes to Lord of the Legion, and in Phase 4 it changes again to just Sargeras. His skills are aimed at the avatar of Azeroth. You have to protect her from this, and apparently the fight involves Illidan because he appears as an NPC with abilities in the journal. Now, do you see why I said take it with a huge grain of salt? Like with a bag of salt. I mean, they've told us by the end of 8 point, by the patch, by the end of the raid, we would know who the final boss is. We knew it's going to be either old gods or some kind of dead thing, like Sylvanas or something. When was there any implications that it would ever be Sargeras or the Burning Legion? We just dealt with them. There is no way in hell that Sargeras is coming back already. Now, they use the whole, well, the devs say if the star in the sky ever goes out, we better work. Yeah, that was last expansion. And not once has anything been alluded to about Sargeras or the Burning Legion and burning for Azeroth? Apparently they did. A battle for Azeroth. I mean, does anyone remember anything talking about the Burning Legion returning, or Sargeras, or Illidan, or anything? No, there wasn't, because we just dealt with them. Legion, we spent the entire expansion dealing with the Legion. We beat Argus. We sealed up Sargeras on the seat of Pantheon. Illidan's there chilling out with him, probably slashing him all day. You know. So, do you see why I said take it with a bag of salt? Now, I mean, the first few ones are like, okay, I can get behind that. But Nathanos, Mal'Ganis, fucking Sargeras, come on, you're pulling my balls here. And but I think, well, I'll probably just go into probably talk about this in an actual video. Yeah, this is obvious bull crap, and I don't think the Legion will have anything to do with the last raid at all. It's going to be either Sylvanas, we try to find her and defeat her, not kill her, but you know, since she's been kind of a bad war chief, or it's going to be Big Daddy N'Zoth and all his tentacly goodness. It's not going to be anything with the Burning Legion. If they do bring in the Burning Legion again, it would probably be at the end of the next expansion. They're not going to bring them in early. You know, BFA has been out, almost a year or so. So there's no way at all that they're going to bring in Sargeras and all of them again. So, I mean, they're fun little fanfics, but that's all they are. They're just stories. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! No. But, what do you guys think? I mean, some of these ideas are cool. So, if you had to implement one of these fights, which one would it be? I mean, they're all pretty creative. Anything with Cthulhu. I mean, I love Cthulhu. Nathanos. I mean, then again, I don't like him. I don't hate him either. He's just really like a pompous douchebag. You talk to him, he's like, what? Get on with it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're the one who wanted me to come talk to you. And anything with Sargeras would be cool. I would love to fight an avatar of Sargeras. An actual avatar. Not what we did in the Tomb of Sargeras, this, like, broken, beast. I want to see Avatar in his former glory, like what Egwene fought against. One that actually looks like Sargeras. Huge burning flames. You can feel the heat from miles away. That kind of Avatar, not some smash. That, yeah, I don't want to see that. But yeah, if you could pick some of these or one, which one would you pick? Let me know below. As I said, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.